Hello everyone, it's Mary. Thanks for stopping by and checking out some of these new products. I am happy to go through them and show you a little bit more of a live version in case you've been seeing some of the lives or you've been shopping and you're wondering what they're all about. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you these new pops of color. We're going to go through some products. We're going to go through the size of some of the storage, but I'm going to show you these pops of color. Hands down, pops of color are my favorite enamel dots. Every single one I've used, whether it be glitter or the shimmery rainbow colors, they all come out beautifully. And I've had them for a couple months. I'm just super impressed with them. I've had a lot of trouble with other enamel dots. I find that they either don't make perfect circles or, you get that Hershey kiss kind of thing on the top. Not these, love them. And so I'm showing you some new colors. The first one I put down was sort of like a shimmery, frosty clear. And this is them dried right here. They dry super hard and they dry fairly quickly. So I am just a huge super fan of those pops of color. Let's look at this storage now. These are two new storage solutions that came out. One thing I do love about the scrapbook.com storage is that they make them from affordable material. This is called gray board. So it's very thick, it's sturdy, but it's not as expensive as acrylic or plastic. And so I appreciate that. This one right here, I'm showing you, you can tier up your products. Let's say you have all the same size. You can actually tier them so you can see them better. And then this is the big mama. This thing is huge, and I'm putting stuff in it because I want you to see how big these slots actually are. These are the sticker books. The sticker books fit here. The back slot onto the left, I'm going to put some slimline dies and cardstock in, but these are huge packages. These are like the big 6x8 packages up in the back right corner. So I'm filling this up with all of these awesome products here, and I just really, really wanted to show you how much you can fit. You can place this on your desk and have everything you're either working on currently or things that you use most often, and you can just keep them right at your fingertips. So really love this new storage solution. This one is humongous. And this is really what inspired me to do this video, because I don't do a lot of haul videos, if you notice on my channel. But what inspired me to do this is I don't think that the pictures that you see online do it any justice. So I just wanted to make sure to share that. Okay, so let's look at some of the products individually. Here we have some new stencils that came out. This really fun ghost, the bat, and then this fall one, which I'm going to be having a video up on the scrapbook.com channel soon, and I'm going to show you how you can get some really fun backgrounds with that. The new sticker books are out. The sticker books have been revamped, so they are a lot thicker of a sticker, and they are in these new color schemes here. So you can see what they're labeled there on the front. Lots of beautiful combinations of colors. I love this one. That's the peppermint one. That's like my favorite. And then this is the rainbow or the brights one. Sorry, that one was the poppy. All right, so went through the sticker books. Now we're moving into some of the new colors for the paper packs. This is the peppermint pack right here. Just wonderful. It's like traditional holiday, but not. So like it's not like the elegant dark green, dark red holiday colors, but it is more traditional. This is the new glitter paper. I love the new glitter packs. You get so many pieces and they come in these 3 different sizes. So really shimmery. The glitter paper does not come off on your fingers. And here's the neutral colors I'm going to show you real quick. The no glitter comes off. They are thinner than some of the other cardstocks I've used before, but they die cut. And I'm going to show you that in a little bit. They die cut great. So I like that. I like them for layering. Here's 2 new stamp sets. These are fun. This is a nice combo together. The recipe card maker and then the vintage cookbook. So that's really fun. I'm going to start putting together a cookbook as well. We have the cute curvy. So we have the letters. And then there's this one right here. I'm going to show you a trick to get the most out of this stamp set as well. This is a bunch of sentiments and really great writing on that one. This is the new Merry Little Christmas. I love how the fonts there's just a variety of them. So a lot of times if you buy a holiday sentiment set, they're kind of all in the same script and they just say different things, but that one actually comes with an entirely different kind of look. Okay, some slimline stamps here. I am going to show you some cards I made at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned. But I have the 2 holiday versions, so the snowflake and then the foliage. And then this one right here is so pretty. This one is a floral. And so I finally got to use some of my distress sprays, and it's just a hoot and good time. All right, now I'm moving into dies. We have the alphabet dies. This is the curvy alphabet dies. Those are really, really pretty. They're very delicate, but they add so much to a card. And then I love, this one is probably my favorite, which is the typewriter, because I have a typewriter, a We Are Memory Keepers one, and I'm going to be able to make my own sort of jumbo type to put into the typewriter, have it kind of sticking out. So I'm just super excited. I can change the phrasing. Like, it's just going to be a really nice decor piece. So I'm going to pull out this right here to show you. All the other alphabet dies I'm die cutting are just normal, but this set actually cuts out 3 different letters of the letters, which is really a bang for your buck. So I love that. I think that's brilliant. And so you get these 3 different letters for that. I don't know. I did pick D as an easy one, so I don't know. I'd have to go through the whole alphabet, but you're at least getting 2 cuts for each of the letters. Okay, so now I'm moving in to show you how this die cuts, the glitter cardstock die cuts with an intricate die. You've probably seen this die in my videos a lot. It's because it's very intricate, and so I like to test out cardstock with it and sandwiches and things like that. I highly recommend using your metal shim for this, but I die cut both this happy. Oh, and if anyone knows where this happy font is from, could you please let me know? Because I get a lot of questions on it and I have no idea. I just have it all of a sudden. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, this is the intricate heart. I'm going to use my poker tool and we're going to pull that out and you're going to be able to see how it just pops right out. So great cardstock, again on the thinner side, so you can't really use it for bases, but you can use it to put on top sentiments, to make on other cardstock to make it thicker. It's just really, really, and you get so much. That's what's great about it. All right, here's my hack for having all of these sentiments and not knowing what to do with them, or just kind of wanting to get ahead and prep for your card making or your scrapbooking. So I'm going to place this on the back of the stamp set. I'm going to use some of that 4-inch mint tape, and I'm going to prep my surface here with my anti-static powder tool using embossing ink. I'm going to ink those up. Now I don't show you, I believe, but I do stamp it twice. I like to have a really good impression on there. So I do that twice, and then I'm going to pour some white embossing powder over it, and I'm going to heat set it. Now I have this entire sheet full of sentiments. What I do while I'm watching a TV show or listen to a podcast, oh, here's my fancy little embossing powder vacuum cleaner. I tout this thing all the time because I have the We Are Memory Keepers and that little ladybug. It's so convenient, not necessary by any means. So I'm going to heat set that, and then while I'm watching TV or listening to a podcast or whatever, I'm just going to fussy cut all them out. Now I have all these sentiments ready for me. So let's get into some fun projects here. I'm going to be using this floral first. I'm going to stamp it with some embossing ink. I'm going to use white embossing powder, and then I'm going to heat set it. So I rushed through this piece because it's pretty self-explanatory. You want to make sure that you double stamp if you can, and that you are heating it all the way through. I did get some spots. This is a brand new stamp, so I would have preferred, I should have prepped the stamp first. I think that would have given me a better impression, but I'm going with it. There was only a couple spots on there that didn't come out so perfect. Here is my tin of distress stains that I've never used. I just got them fairly recently. They're new to me, and I just gotta tell you, I don't know what took me so long. They're so fun. Like, easy, simple, quick backgrounds with saturation, and also it's just fun to spray and see all the colors mix. So on this one I'm using the red, the picked raspberry, and the yellow, which is mustard seed. And so I can get a bunch of different looks just mixing the colors. I get an orange. It's just so fun. So I had some fun with that. And if you can see right there on the upper right, there's almost like no resist from the embossing powder, and that's because I didn't get a good enough impression. So it's more of an abstract look that I have right here, which is fine. And then I'm going to set that aside to dry, which I do come back and heat set it a little bit to hurry it along. Next one I'm going to do, I heat embossed all the snowflakes for this embossing resist technique. And I have these three colors. First I did the wilted violet and I didn't quite like the purple, so I went back in with the green and blue and I made it more of just a dark blue color, so that was fun. I added a bit of water to move that around, and then I'm going to heat set this with my Ranger tool. I just wanted to do that just to, again, hurry the process along. You can let it air dry. I picked up some of those puddles that I had there. What's really fun about this too is you can take that same ink, if you just kind of put it on your glass mat there and pick it up and just sort of drop it into certain areas, you're going to get more of a darker kind of saturation around the images. I'm going to take out my rounded corners die cut here, and I'm going to cut this down. And then I'm going to do one of my favorite techniques for this particular with the snowflakes, and that is where I get a shadow look around it. I'm going to use my Slimline scallop die for the floral one because I thought that would complement it quite nicely. And then I'm going to push this through my Gemini Junior, and we're ready to go to the next step. Okay, so that's what that looks like as it comes out with the scallop. It has a stitched edge around it as well. I love that set. It's so cute, and it's great for layering. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the new color by Distress Oxide, which is escaping me at the moment as I lean in and try to look at my cap, and I can't quite see it. Prize ribbon. I think that's it. Okay, so I pull that out, and then I'm going to take some Distress in black. This is the regular dye ink, and I'm going to give that shadow look. Once you're done doing that, because it's a resist, you can take a microfiber cloth or something to wipe back the extra ink, and then you can have a little bit more of that vibrant white from the snowflakes. I am going to fussy cut in bubble cut form, meaning going around the sentiment in its shape, and that's going to be on my sentiment. And then I'm just going to try to find the perfect layering of glitter cardstock here, and I decide to go with the silver. I thought that was really nice. The second piece of cardstock is going to be from the peppermint stack, and it's like this really deep navy color, and I thought it was perfect to draw out. It's like really dark navy, and it was perfect to layer up behind the glitter. So I'm going to take out my liquid adhesive. I'm using Barely Art glue. I'm going to place that down right there on my navy color, and I did round the corners for each of these as well. And I'm going to take some scrapbook.com double-sided adhesive because I'm working on glitter cardstock. I need something super strong. And I'm just going to place that down and get my layering. I think the layered look for cards is underrated and has not really been at the forefront lately, but I'm bringing it back. I think it's so pretty, and it draws the eye in. I took the leftover glitter cardstock that I had laying around, and I decided to make it look like a present and just snipped off the edges. I made a little bow and put it right there in the center. And then I'm going to pop up with some foam tape here right in the center, my ho ho ho. Now the final touch is super fun. I'm going to grab out the pops of color in the silver glitter, and I'm just going to add them. Those dots on the sentiment, I'm going to fill those in with glitter and just kind of all the way around the project. So not overthinking it, just having a good time with it. I'm going to show you this card close up, and then I'm going to show you some of the other cards that I made from this, from all of these products that I showed you throughout the video, and just to give you some ideas and see if you got any of these things, what are some things you can get the creative juices going. So I used the rainbow die here from scrapbook.com, which is probably one of my most used dies in my stash because I find it awesome. And that's alcohol ink there, you can see from the other background. So I got 2 cards from one. And then I used some of those sentiments that I had cut out. But here I have backed this with the gold glitter, cardstock, and then some of those sentiments as well. And you just can't go wrong with an alcohol background, especially when it's rainbow and you're using a rainbow die. The card makes itself. The next one here is the floral. I took some of those gold letters from the new sticker books, and I used the word congrats and then you're amazing and that's a fact. And I added some of the pops of color in the gold stickles. Here's the card I just made with all of you, so you can see that one. And that will do it. Thank you so much for stopping by and for hanging out with me. I hope this inspired you. I hope it answers some questions that you might have had about some of these new products. I will list everything I used below in the description, as well as some other places where we could connect on other platforms. As always, I will see you in the comments down below and in the next video. Bye-bye.